Hi friends, good morning. Welcome back to my channel. For those of you that might be new here, hi, welcome. My name is Megan and today we have a what sold video. So this is going to be what sold for basically the middle and end of September until now. And today is October 1st. Happy October. I can't believe we're already to October. Like, I was so ready for summer to be over, and now we are full force into fall, and I am so here for it. Anyway, I do have a few things I want to chat with you about first before we get into what sold. So, yesterday in real time, I finally received a response to my request for the new Poshmark times USPS ground advantage shipping supplies. I finally got an email back saying that they placed my order, except I ordered three full sets of each product that they have, and unfortunately it looks like they only fulfilled a third of my order. They're only sending me one set of each, which is kind of unfortunate because I think like one set is like 10 mailers or 25 mailers, which I will blow through so quickly. But I'm happy that I at least one, got a response, and two, I assume they're on their way to me now. So we shall see. When they do arrive, we will do a pack with me video in case you haven't actually seen any of these supplies yet. I've only seen them on like TikTok or I think TikTok is the only place I've seen them. So we will do a little review of the new supplies and all of the things when they finally do get here. Two, I am still working on becoming a top rated seller on eBay again. Fingers crossed, knock on wood. I have not had any returns, any return requests, any orders I had to cancel, any issues with any sales in quite some time now. Again, knocking on all the wood. So hopefully that will help bring me back into top rated seller status. I have been combating that by putting like a thank you note on my sales. While I don't do like a thank you card for a number of reasons, cost being one of them, and secondly, it's kind of just like creating trash because I would assume 95% of people that receive a thank you or business card in your order are just throwing it away. They're not like keeping it for later or putting in a little like Rolodex and looking at it at a later time. They're just throwing. So it's essentially, in my opinion, it's just trash that you're creating. However, I have been putting little like thank you labels on the inventory bags before I send them out. So the little one of these little plastic bags that I put everything in, I'm just slapping a label, basically a shipping label, a Rolo label that I have printed out, and I have two separate ones, one for eBay and one for Poshmark. And they're slightly different. So essentially on eBay, I'm thanking the buyer for shopping with my store and asking them to leave feedback if they had a good experience, if they enjoyed their shopping experience, their purchase, all of the things with me, and alternatively to contact me before opening a case if an issue arises. I have not had anyone contact me looking for, a little bit extra off or creating an issue that maybe wasn't an issue before. So I don't think these labels are like leading into opening the door per se for people who might be a bad buyer to try to get a little bit back. That's what I was kind of worried about when I first started doing that. I was like, oh God, here comes the floodgates of, oh, this has a small snag. I need 10% back or I'm going to open a case. Like none of that has happened. And I will say I have seen a huge jump in my positive feedbacks on eBay this last month. I think I wrote it down so I can tell you. Yes, 67 feedbacks this month in comparison to 252 for the last 12. So 67 in 1 month is a ton in comparison to the 252 I received over the last 12 months. So hopefully that helps me to become a top rated seller again on eBay. And on Poshmark, I am doing sort of a similar thing, except feedback and positive reviews and things like that don't really matter. They're not like weighted as much as they are on eBay. So on Poshmark, because of the new shipping change, I am now asking people to accept their order, basically, because it's taking things longer to get there. And then you still have to wait that 3 business days that Poshmark gives the buyer to accept the order after it's been marked as delivered. So essentially, I'm just thanking them for shopping my closet and then gently reminding them to accept the order if there are no issues with it, so that I get paid, because I don't get paid until it's accepted or that 3 days expires. And now that things take a lot longer to get there, payments on Poshmark have slowed down a little bit, which is unfortunate. So all of that to say, I'm not sure if it's working on Poshmark yet because I just started doing this like last week, but I definitely think the little thank you, please leave a review labels for eBay are absolutely working. So there's all that. Also, last thing we're going to chat about, Depop. Don't send poo emojis in messages back to scammers. If someone tries to scam you on Depop, don't send them a poo emoji because you will get in trouble. Oh gosh. Anyway, now we're going to get into the what sold portion of the video, what everybody came here for. If you are new here, I will pop a photo of the item right here on the screen in case 1, I didn't put it in a haul, or 2, maybe you missed it. I'm also going to read you my full SEO title so that you can get a feel of the keywords that I use to help sell these items. And again, if you are new here and you have not heard me say it, I do cross-list absolutely everything. Everything I list gets cross-listed using NIFTY to Poshmark, eBay, Depop, and Mercari. You have a 15% off link code, discount code, affiliate code in the description of this video for NIFTY if you are interested in trying it. If you've never tried it before, I 100% highly recommend NIFTY. I have had next to no issues with NIFTY. I've been using it for quite some time now. Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 5 months now. I think I've been using NIFTY. 4 months. And I've not had any issues with it yet, which is crazy because I used to have so many issues with my last cross-listing platform. Anyway, I will also be sharing with you what the item sold for and what I will earn after my fees and the cost of goods. So after the platform fees and what I paid for the item. And I guess I'll scoot over a little bit so I can pop the items on the screen. I have a little cropped cashmere sweater on today. It's kind of like a bat wing situation, but it's really cropped. Like it ends right here. And I think it's by Subtle Cashmere, something like that. Subtle Luxury, one size. So, I don't know. It's very soft. Anyway, we're going to start with Poshmark. That will be our first platform of choice today. And the first Poshmark sale I have to share is this pair of Rag & Bone Rosa high-rise tapered corduroy pants, size 28. These surprised me, although Rag & Bone's resale value is typically not that great unless you have like a really substantial like leather piece or something like that. But these Rag & Bone pants only sold for $20 and I will make $15. I thought they were going to sell for a little bit more because of the style, the cut, and the fact that they were corduroy. But I will still take $15. Next Poshmark sale, Access Y2K Baby Doll Paisley Print Long Sleeve Lettuce Hem Top Brown Blue Sheer, size medium. This sold for $25 and I will make $19. After adding the AI model photo, this sold shortly thereafter. So I do think that played a part in selling that particular garment. Next, Poshmark sale, Icelandic Designs Wool Angora Floral Fair Isle Zip Cardigan Sweater, green, size petite small, sold for $29 and I will make $23. Next, Poshmark sale, Anna Vintage Y2K Penny Lane Leather Faux Fur Trim Collar Snap Button Jacket, brown, size medium, sold for $45 and I will make $34. Next sale, Land's End Corduroy Jumper Dress Y2K Cottage Core in Mocha Mousse Petite 4. It sold for $28 and I will make $22. Then I sold a Patagonia Vintage L Cap Crew Fleece crew neck top in brown, size medium, sold for $41 and I will make $30. Then I sold a pair of North Face boys waterproof snow ski pants in black, size 6, extra small. They sold for $29 and I will make $22. Next, Poshmark sale, J. Crew Always roll neck pullover fisherman sweater mustard yellow, size large, sold for $23 and I will make $17. Then I sold a Tadashi 100% silk black midi cocktail runched bodice lettuce hem dress, size 8. I remember when I found this at the bins, I was debating, do I get this? Do I leave this here? Do I get this? Do I leave this here? Do I get this? Do I leave this here? Because I loved the style and I loved the fabric of the dress, but I know that Tadashi is, again, kind of like Rag & Bone, retail very high, resell hit or miss. I'm so glad I picked this up though. It sold for my full asking price of $50 and I will make $39, and it didn't take too terribly long to sell. I would say I had this maybe a month, so we love that. Next, Lululemon Align wide leg high rise pants in black, size 12, yoga athleisure lounge. These sold for $58 and I will make $45. And you guys actually let me know in not my last haul, but the one before that, that these were indeed authentic Lululemon pants. I was kind of confused with the pull tabs. It kind of looked sloppy, unfinished, and fake to me, but everyone in the comments let me know that surprisingly that's just how Lululemon's doing their stuff now. I guess they're cutting corners somewhere. But these sold for $58 and I will make $45, so thank you to everyone who let me know they were indeed authentic. Then I sold this Agent Provocateur lace black sheer underwire bra, 36D lingerie. This sold for $40 and I will make $32, and $40 was my full asking price, and I was kind of shocked that this sold, one, so quickly, and for two, my full asking price, because this bra had literally no size tag on it. Somebody left the Agent Provocateur tag but cut out the size tag. So I guessed the size on this bra based on two other bras that I found it very close to in the same bin that were also kind of like fancy, higher end, similar looking bras. So I guessed based on the size of those two bras, they were both the same size. So I assumed this bra was also one from the same person and two the same size. I don't recommend doing that. I almost never guess sizes, even if it's like a vintage t-shirt and there's no tag whatsoever and I can kind of hold it up to me and be like, oh, maybe this is a medium. I almost never do that because that gives room for people to be like, you
said it was a medium and I'm a standard medium and it's too small.
You get those people that are like, I
am the true medium. Everyone measures mediums based on me, and this is definitely not a medium. I'm a medium expert.
So, for that reason, I never guess sizes, but I did for this. And like I said, sold for full price, sold very quickly, and I received 5-star feedback for this sale. So we love it. Next, I sold this Madewell The Melody Scoop Back smocked midi dress in blue, sleeveless, flowy, size extra large. This was another very quick flip. It was in not my last haul, but the one right before it. It sold for $65 and I will make $51. And I think that was just a hair off of my asking price. So love to see that. Next, I sold a Salvatore Ferragamo vintage gold tone logo belt buckle with belt. It sold for $65 and I will make $51. Then I sold a pair of Free People Y2K vintage linen low-rise flare pants in olive green. They sold for $35 and I will make $27. My next Poshmark sale, Sundance 100% cashmere V-neck sweater in orchid purple pink, women's extra large. This had holes in it and it still sold for $30 and I will make $24. Next Poshmark sale was a surprising one. Lululemon ABC Classic Fit 5-pocket pants in beige khaki stretch trousers, size 32, sold for my full asking price of $49 and I will make $39. And I say that's surprising because even men's Lululemon pants, the dress pants, the ABC, the commission, and what's the other one? ABC pants, commission pants. There's another one that's really popular too. They all kind of slowed down too, but they sold for full price, so we love to see it. Next, Poshmark sale. Patagonia R1 Air Half Zip Technical Fleece Pullover in black, size small. It sold for $70 and I will make $55. And then right after this sale, I had this sale happen. I think it was like 6 minutes in between each other, so it was kind of interesting. Dope Iconic Fall Winter 2022 snowboard ski cargo pants, tan waterproof insulated, size medium, also sold for $70 and I will make $55. And this brand is a new to me brand, one I've never heard of or seen before, but I picked it up because they were in excellent condition. They had a few like stains on them because they are such a light color tan pant, but they had no holes, no any other significant wear. And turns out this brand Dope is a unisex winter brand or ski brand. I'm not sure if they're just a winter brand, but they make unisex garments. So these pants were just a size medium, but they weren't like men's medium or women's medium. They're just a unisex medium. So I thought that was kind of interesting, and maybe that helped them to sell a little quicker as well, not being like a Arc'teryx or Patagonia or North Face brand. Interesting. And then my last Poshmark sale is actually, I think you can see it, right? Oh my gosh, I went to go point on the screen instead of pointing. Right here, this blue thing hanging is a Mac Henry vintage 60s 100% virgin wool cardigan sweater in blue, green, heather button up. It sold in 24 hours for my full asking price of $30 and I will make $23. So that's very exciting. I have to film this haul and get that out. And now we're going to jump over to Depop. And I think I mentioned in my last video, my last haul, that Depop has been popping off. I had 12 Depop sales last week alone, which is fantastical. So I hope that continues in that direction. First Depop sale I have to share. Express Vintage Y2K Silk Cami Slip Top Lace Trim in baby blue, size medium. Sold for $23 and I will make $21. Then I sold this Lampel Vintage 50s Knit Brown Crop Top Sweater. It sold for $25 and I will make $22. Next Depop sale, Fox Racing Men's Bionic LT Trail Soft Shell Jacket in orange black MBT BMX size extra large. Sold for $43 and I will make $40. Next, I sold this Dark in Love Gothic Vampire Victorian style lace ruffle black red dress, size large. Sold for $34 and I will make $31. Then I sold this vintage 80s ski run pullover sweatshirt, pink striped retro graphic ski. Sold for $29 and I will make $26. And this had 38 likes. 38 likes on Depop. So much attention for this sweater, and it did sell pretty quickly. Then I sold a Vamp Quartet 70s wool rib knit turtleneck sweater, lettuce hem, dark academia, size small. Sold for $30 and I will make $24. I love the mix of vintage things that has been selling on Depop for me. I would say Depop is definitely like heavy on the Y2K, but also there are a lot of like true vintage buyers on Depop too, so that's really awesome. Next Depop sale, vintage 50s plaid puff sleeve dress, bow, talon zipper, cottage core, prairie gingham. This dress was handmade, had damage, and had no tags, no brands whatsoever because it was handmade. It sold for $53 and I will make $50. Then I sold a Drop Dead Vampire Bat Goddess cardigan sweater moon stars Halloween in cream, size medium. This sold for $30 and I will make $26. And the last Depop sale I have to share, I think I already shared it with you. I have a hair stuck on me. Oh my goodness. In my last haul, because it was on the rolling rack still, and I told you I lost them because they sold so quickly and I didn't remember they were still actually on the rolling rack. Levi's 90s 501 black wash button fly straight leg jeans, 29 by 30 vintage USA, sold for $58 and I will make $55, and they are off to their new home now. Okay, now we're going to move into Mercari. I do have two little Mercari sales to share with you, but I will take it. First Mercari sale, Free People Movement overlap wide leg cropped sweatpants in buttercup, size extra small. They sold for $25 and I will make $20. And then I sold this vintage 100% nylon sheer apron skirt lingerie, white lace trim, one size, sold for $30 and I will make $26. Now we are going to move into the last and final platform, eBay. The first eBay sale I have to share, Birdwell Vintage Beach Breeches Classic Nylon Board Shorts Navy Blue Surf Swim Trunks. They sold for $48 and I will make $37, and this was also a very fast flip. I found these last week at the bins and I debated on listing them now or waiting until spring summer because I have started as of the last week of September backstocking summer thing. So I've been finding a ton of like new with tags, shorts, skirts, things like that, things that just scream summer. So I have started backstocking those. I considered backstocking these, but I'm glad I didn't. If I didn't say already, they sold for $48 and I'll make $37. This is cool. So this was in the hard goods and I read the graphic on it and I was like, wait a minute, bearings. Bearings is skateboard stuff, right? Skateboard stuff can be very expensive. Let me go ahead and pick this up. This Lucky Bearings Y2K skateboard hoodie, black 4-leaf clover logo, pullover 90s, size large, had stains and holes and sold in 24 hours for $48 and I will make $36. I've never heard of that brand before in my life. And like I said, I knew it was a skateboard thing because it said Lucky Bearings. So Y2K skate things has a very large following. It has for quite some time too, but skate, surf, streetwear all kind of has like a good following right now. Anyway, I don't think I said it sold for $48 and I will make $36 and it sold in 24 hours. Next eBay sale, Pura Cashmere Contrast Crew Sweater, 100% cashmere, navy orange, size extra large, new with tags. This sold for $91 and I will make $70. Next eBay sale, vintage Fila lambswool sweater, cream navy, red logo pullover, made in Italy, size 44, sold for $41 and I will make $34. Then I sold this Ralph Lauren vintage Aztec waterfall cardigan cape sweater, Southwestern, size large. It sold for $69 and I will make $59. And I do believe the AI model photo I added for this sweater helped it to sell so quickly. I've had this sweater for over a year and I added this AI photo and then it sold within the week. So I'm very glad I don't have to hold on to that through next summer again. And I was kind of surprised it took so long to sell because it's got all the things going for it. It's got Southwestern design. It's Ralph Lauren. It's a cape kind of sweater. I don't know. I thought it had all the things. And I'm happy to see that one go. Next sale, Pendleton 100% wool camel long coat, oversized lined double-breasted boyfriend coat, size 10, sold for $60 and I will make $48. Then I sold another pair of these Birdwell beach breeches swim trunks in blue. These I've had for a little bit longer and they were slightly damaged. Like it almost looked like somebody was sitting down on like the sidewalk and scooted their booty along the ground and like scraped the bottom of the, the seat area. Or maybe they fell on their booty and like scraped their booty. So this pair did sell for a little bit less than the other pair, but I will still take it. They sold for $25 and I will make $19. Then I sold this TSC cashmere crew neck pullover knit short sleeve shirt in nude. It sold for $34 and I will make $27. And this is another brand that has an extremely high retail value, but the resell value is not that great for some reason, even though it's cashmere. TSC cashmere, I think, retails for multiple hundreds of dollars, and I only was able to sell this one for $34. So not terrible, but not great for something that has such a high retail value. Next, this is such a fun one. Lamb by Gwen Stefani plaid ruffle top, puff sleeve, Y2K, Misha Barton, the OC, sold for my full asking price in 3 hours of $55, and I will make $40. This was a $3 Halloween section find. So I found this top in the Halloween section of a regular thrift store, and it was $3. It sold the same day I listed it, and I'm not sure if like the pop culture element of Misha Barton from the OC wearing this shirt in the OC, like on an episode of the OC, helped it to sell, or if it was just like, you know, a Gwen Stefani stan, like a super Gwen Stefani fan who loves her and buys up all her stuff, because this sold very quickly, like I said, for my full asking price, and it had 2, albeit very small areas of damage, but it was still damaged. So the more you know. Again, if you can find celebrities wearing garments that you have, I would say it doesn't hurt. I will never know if that's why that person bought this garment, but yeah, the more information you have about garments, the better. Next, Brandy took a look at my eBay store and purchased the vintage Laura Ashley floral cotton fabric red small blossom print. 92 by 40 inches. This sold for $23, and I will make $15. Thank you so much, Brandy. Then I sold this vintage Eddie Bauer wool plaid shirt jacket, green tan caramel, size medium, made in USA shacket. It sold for $38, and I will make $32. And my very last eBay sale that I have to share with you is interesting, because I got a message on this dress. I sent an offer. Got a message back saying, will you take 15? And I was just like, you know what, whatever, I don't care, I'll take 15. So I messaged them back and I said, hi, you'll have to decline my current offer because I can't send you another one with the current offer still outstanding, or you can send me an offer after you decline my offer. And they wrote me back and they were like kind of snippy, and they were like, no, it doesn't say that, I can't offer you anything anywhere. Like, they were just like, and I'm just like, I'm not teaching you how to use eBay, number one. And number two, you smell like a freaking problem. You smell like once you get this dress, it's not going to fit you right. And it's going to be, oh, there's a tiny hole, or the colors, you're going to come up with something to return it. So I did just block that person. I was just like, I'm not dealing with that. And then the very next day, this dress sold for full price, which kind of scared me. I was like, oh God, did this person make another account to buy this dress? But the account that did buy the dress full price is new as of September of this year, but I don't think this person would have bought the dress for full price when they were asking for it for $15 on another account. So I do think it's a different person, which is great. This Free People Mirror Mirror Velvet Baby Doll Mini Dark Romantic Dress, size small, sold for my full asking price of $38, and I will make $29. And that was my last sale to share, but I would love to know, 1, how your sales have been. 2, do you do things like that, especially on platforms like eBay, where they hold the sellers like solely accountable for any issues that go wrong? Do you block people that you think might be an issue? And also, I was like, I'm not going to have a problem over a $15 sale. That's just absolutely not going to happen. Like, maybe I would have risked it for the biscuit if it was like the Chrome Hearts jeans and they wanted them for $800 and not $1,000. I might have like gone back and forth with this person a little bit more and tried to explain to them how eBay works and how they can make or accept or decline an offer. But I wasn't about to risk it over a $15 sale. I don't know. I know I've heard some people say they will never block anyone because you're cutting off money, things like that. But to me, there's so many people across all of these platforms. I do not need every single person, especially people that might be a problem, to shop for me. In fact, I don't want you to shop. Not every single person gets to shop for me. That's how I see it. I don't know. Anyway, that's all I have for you today. I've gone on for 30 minutes now. I will let you go. If you want to share with the class your best sale of the week, that would be cool. And I guess I will see you in the next one. I'm going to go film this haul now so I can get that sweater out and show you some of the cool things over there. This pair of white pants right here, so cool. Anyway, I'll let you go. If you took the time to watch this video and you spent your social media currency with me today, I so appreciate you. And if you wouldn't mind just hitting like on your way out, that would be awesome. Oh, and don't forget to hype the video too, because that really helps. It's like a new thing that they're doing, and that really pushes me out into the YouTube universe. So I would really appreciate it. Okay, I'll see you next time, friends. Bye.